How do you start a small business in Canada? To answer that question, let's make one together. How about a lemonade stand? Now, I've already nailed down my target market, thirsty people in the park, calculated my costs, $129 for lemon, and figured out where to source my product. Ariana's Lemon Lounge should be open for business, right? Wrong. Turns out there's a bunch of hoops you have to jump through when you're starting, and figuring out which ones apply to you is the trickiest part of it all. Luckily, a bunch of federal, provincial, municipal, and territorial governments got together to make a website to figure out a bunch of this stuff for us. At BizPal.ca, you plug in what kind of business you want to start and where you want to do it, and it spits out links to all the permits, certifications, registrations, and licenses you'll probably need. For example, Ariana's Lemon Lounge isn't my real name, so the government of Ontario will want me to register my business. I'll have to do this eventually if my business takes off, but since I'm not using my real name, I have to do it now. And the city of Toronto isn't just going to let me roll up and sell lemonade on the street without paperwork, right? For them, I'll need a food handler certification, a business license for my food carts, and even a permit to hang my humble signs. And once all the permitting and registering's done, I still have taxes to consider. And for that, I need to figure out which business structure is best for my situation. Do I want a sole proprietorship, a general partnership, or should I incorporate? Sole proprietorships and general partnerships are similar in that their owners are basically indistinguishable from their businesses in the eyes of the law. So they're personally responsible for all decisions, debts, taxes, liabilities, expenses, everything. So for example, if I was to make this a sole proprietorship, I would have to report all of its losses and earnings on my personal income taxes. Incorporation is a lot more expensive and involved, but the business is now a separate legal entity from its owners. It's taxed at a corporate rate, and I would pay myself a wage from its earnings. No matter what business structure I choose, if I earn $30K gross or more in 4 consecutive quarters, I'll need to apply for my GST/HST number and start charging 13% tax on my already low prices. Then I save that collected tax until tax time, minus some of my own HST expenses, and give it to the government. Now there's a bunch of other tax implications that I skipped over because honestly, that's a separate video and you would need a proper accountant to help you figure that stuff out. But for now, this is a pretty good overview of what you would need to start a small business, other than customers. Thanks for watching this episode of Knowledge Gap. If you feel that there are other things you need to know as an adult, but don't, let me know in the comments and I'll make a video about it. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye. This is just lemons.